Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're doing another Swiss Fate Reforged draft. All right, rare looks pretty good. I like this. Um, it's pretty good value. I think choosing dragons seems like something I would do more often, but I guess both Khans and dragons are pretty useful. It's potential card advantage in red, which is nice, or your guys leave the battlefield and they'll deal damage to both creatures or players, which is definitely a nice, just nice versatility to have. Otherwise, I mean, Erishan Warbeast is fine, not terribly exciting. Mardu Woe Reaper is good. I love this Sky Captain a lot. Bathe Dragonfire is, of course, good. I think Grim Contest is good. Plenty of good cards in here. But let's take the rare. I'm interested. I want to try it. Okay, follow-up pick. We've got Destructor Dragon, which I think might just be the pick. Flying green creatures is so unusual. It's really weird to see both a dragon in green and a flying one at that. So really unusual, but certainly good. One major glaring issue with that is if I take the green pick here, I pretty much limit myself to Teamer. If I'm guaranteed to make both of these, if I'm going to play both of these cards, I limit myself to Teamer only. I think that's okay. I could also take the Reach of Shadows, but once again, that limits me to Mardu only. So, pretty limiting things either way. I'm a big fan of this Destructor Dragon, though. The Dragon cycle in general, I think, is pretty good. Although the Riverwheel Aerialists are 4/5s for 6 and less color intensive. But this one in particular, I like that it destroys a land or something on the way out. I think I'm going to take it. I've got a good feeling about it. We'll see how it works out for us. Interesting. 3/2 first strike for 2 potentially. That guy's actually pretty good. All right, Infiltrator. I like this card. Played well for me. It fits in with our Teamer plan. There's also Right into Being, which is good. Map the Waste, which is definitely good. Ramp plus buff. Maybe that's the correct pick. Not actually sure. I mean, like I said, if I'm playing both these cards, which as of now I would like to, I'm going to end up Teamer. So I could just take the rare here. I don't know. I liked the Infiltrator. I didn't think he was bad. I didn't have a problem with him at all. Someone said it's not good when you act with treason, and that's a good point. That makes sense. But I think I am going to take the Infiltrator over the Map the Waste, which I am interested in. I think that's a good spell. Maybe we'll get lucky and be able to get it back. Maybe we splash for the red and focus on green-blue. Or maybe we can go green-blue and then potentially still go Sultai. Like I could take a Reach of Shadows here. Then maybe we splash for Outpost Siege or ditch that plan. Because it does appear that the Reach of Shadows is the strongest card in this pack. There is Whisper of the Wilds, which ramps and kind of fixes. I could take that too. I definitely like any sort of ramp in this full block. I think Reach of Shadows has to be the strongest card in this pack, though. Like I said, I can start moving towards Sultai more now. Maybe not play the Outpost Siege. I do like the Whisper. I think Reach of Shadows is strong enough where I'm just going to take it. Okay. So now there's Map the Waste, which might actually be the pick now that we've got 4 colors going. There's Right into Being, which is good. I liked it. Karsi High Priest, fine card. Not terribly exciting, but certainly playable. Kind of interested in the Map the Waste. Ramp plus buff seems pretty powerful. I like this. I love these surveyors too, though. I really do like the surveyor. I mean, a major glaring issue with it is the double blue, which could pose a big problem. But oh man, I'm telling you, man, creatures that evade and bounce are pretty powerful. All right, I'm flip-flopping. I'm going to go with the surveyors. For some reason, that card just as I really like this card a lot. It's played well for me too. All right, well, instantly rewarded with a card that's not as good as the bolster one, but still fixes just fine. Not in a card advantage way, but still, I still like. Wandering Champion, geez, it's a good one. Will of the Naga and Sudden Reclamation are both pretty good too, actually, but I think we're just taking the Einok Guide here pretty happily. And as I mentioned, now we're in a position where we can still be both Sultai or maybe even 4-color. Target creature with power 2 or less gains haste and can't be blocked. Well, that's not bad, actually. Pretty good with the Infiltrator, to be perfectly honest. I like the Prowess guy. Formless Nurturing is going to be good, especially in Sultai, and Fixing is also going to be good. Might just want the Fixer. Formless Nurturing's a fine card, but this seems like a deck that's going to want some better mana if I want to make everything work. So, all right, let's take the backwater here pretty happily. All right, there's a Rage form, but I'm having a feeling that's going to be hard to play. Fearsome Awakening does work well with Destructor Dragon. I mean, it works fine with anything, really. But there's also Ethereal Ambush and Enhanced Awareness. And, wait, exile target creature, it's... Wow, actually, this seems really good. Take care of a bomb, give him a 2/2, or in response to your removal. I want to try this out. Yes, you could end up giving them something else, but blue removal is so unusual that I kind of want to just take and try this card out. Because I would happily take out a bomb creature and turn it into a 2/2. That can potentially flip, granted. All right, Erishan Warbeast is a huge dude, and I think he's good. I like the Feral Crew Shock a lot, but I'm a big fan of this Enhanced Awareness. I think it's a good card, especially since we're likely in Sultai. I guess not likely yet. We still could very easily be in Temur. All we know is our base. I think we want it to be green-blue, but let's take the Enhanced Awareness here. I like card draw quite a bit. All right, Cunning Strike's a fine card. Grim Contest might just be the pick, though. That moves us deeper into Sultai, and it's just a good card in general. Even with 2/3s, it's pretty good. Well, more like especially with 2/3s, since he has 3 toughness, and he deals 3 damage with this. So, yeah, we'll take the Contest over the Cunning Strike, I think. I think that's a better card. Right into Being, pretty solid table and pickup here. I like it. Otherwise, Ambush, Crow-Tick is fine. And there is the Sultai Rune Mark, but Right into Being is a good card. I like it. Shifting Loyalties is a good card, especially on the wheel. I like it, so we'll take it. And a second Right into Being. All right, pretty happy with these, actually. I think they're good cards. Will of the Naga, good reason to be in Sultai. So is Rakshas's Disdain, for that matter, but I think Will of the Naga is actually just powerful. Last pick, playable Aura, but I don't think I necessarily want to main deck it. So far, I'm pretty happy with what we've got. Some pretty powerful cards, powerful removal, including the Right into Beings. We really have 6 creatures, I think. So, not bad on that front. Okay, this pack does have a Narset, but she's only worth a little bit less than a ticket, so I don't think that needs to be first picked. There is a Swiftwater Cliffs, which would help fix for Outpost Siege, but I'm kind of looking at this Tuskguard Captain. Really good card in general, and I think our base colors are still green-blue, although it looks like we're mostly blue at this point. Otherwise, Bitter Revelation fits the curve nicely and the plan with Sultai, but I think Bitter Revelations tend to go a bit later than cards like Tuskguard Captain. I'll take the Captain. It's just a good card. It's a nice, solid beater. Outlast is always a welcome sight. All right, past the Ghostfire Blade. Very, very welcome, since we have all of these. Well, not all of these, but we have a few Manifest cards already, so Ghostfire Blade's going to be super welcome in this deck. It's a second Dismal Backwaters, a Highland Game, Flock, Archer, all of which we could wheel and I'd be happy with. The Mardu Charm, the Warden, and the Feet of Resistance are nice off-color cards, but happily taking a Ghostfire Blade. All right, Sultai Soothsayer is a pretty fantastic card. I'm pretty comfortable taking it here. There's Empty the Pits, but our black plan is pretty remote at the moment. So, I mean, we're playing our black, I mean, but it's just our actual splash color. So I'm much more comfortable taking the Sultai Soothsayer, which just works exceptionally well with delve cards. So we'll take it. Okay. Well, nothing super interesting here. I think I'm going to take the Rugged Highlands and possibly work towards this Outpost Siege uh, splash. I think it's likely worthy of a splash. We'll find out, I guess, but I think it's fine on the splash. I'm really not giving up anything in this pack, so I don't see why not. Okay, Treasure Cruise is good. We do already have the Enhanced Awareness, though, which admittedly is likely not as good as Treasure Cruise, but is still pretty good. So there's also a Mystic, which is good, especially with the Ghostfire Blade. But I'm kind of looking at this Hooting Mandrills. I mean, I could just take the Mystic. Unblockable is pretty good. I really do like the Mandrills a lot, though. Really nice. Delve the 4 toughness, being able to block and find good opportunities to attack is quite nice. Like I said, the Mystic synergizes better with the Ghostfire Blade, which is a good argument for that. I guess Mystic is also a better card to manifest since you can unmorph it for cheaper than play it. I'm still going to go Mandrills. I've got a better feeling about it. I really do like those Mystics, but I love the Mandrills too. What can I say? Waterwhirl's a strong card. Double bounce, of course. There's a Treasure Cruise here. I could very realistically take this Rugged Highlands and be good on Outpost Siege fixing, which I'm not opposed to. We're giving up Treasure Cruise and Waterwhirl, both of which are pretty playable. But we already have Enhanced Awareness, card draw, which is good. I might want the Treasure Cruise anyway. We don't have a ton of ways to fill our graveyard yet. I guess we do have the Soothsayer, the Awareness, the double right into being. How badly do I want a Siege? I really don't know. I feel like it's good. I'm going to take the Highlands and splash for the Siege, I think, and be good on that front. I just feel like we're not going to miss out on enough playables to make this deck good. Weave Fate seems to fit into our curve, and it's kind of the quick and dirty substitute, I suppose, to Treasure Cruise. Otherwise, Stubborn Denial is a pretty good sideboard card. We do have some 4-power guys, and Tuskguard Captain can get there as well. But I think I'm going to take the Weave Fate. All right, Sultai Ascendancy. I mean, it's fine. Bloodsucker's also fine. Scout the Borders can be good. I don't mind taking the Ascendancy. I seem to always take it, play it, and be kind of disappointed with it, but I feel like I want to keep my options more open with the Ascendancy. I feel like Scout the Borders, likely going to see another one. All right, Swiftwater Cliffs. Certainly don't mind taking here. I could take the Bear, but we got a whole nother pack, and I'm 3 picks away from a deck. So let's take the Cliffs, and then I don't even need to run a Table of Dismal Backwater. There's also Highland Game and Flock, but let's make our mana better. And Bitter Revelation? Jeez. Still going to go for the mana play here. God, Warden of the Eye should not table, by the way. That is really powerful. All right, well, rewarded immediately. Get a Bitter Revelation now, so I'll take it. Could actually take the Glacial Stalker. Even with the right into beings currently, we only have 9 creatures. Well, maybe that's better then. Bitter Revelation's better with Sultai, but we currently are sitting on 2 actual delve cards, so I guess I'll take the Stalker here. It's just kind of the needs of the deck wanting to be met. All right, cancel is playable. Not sure if we will. All right, table. Third to last pick, Treasure Cruise is just absurd, but happy to see it. And we'll let our opponent play a Lens of Clarity if they so desire. Our mana's pretty good. We could probably end up splashing some other bomb teamer card if we open it. Honestly, pretty easily, I think. Like the 4/4 for 3 dude. Whatever his name is. All right, there's a Death Dealer. Problem with Death Dealer in a deck like this is our black is our splash color. So you really am not going to be able to... I mean, this just tends to work a lot better when black is your primary color. Icy Blast, also very good. And there's a Teamer Charm, which unfortunately is the weakest of the charms, but even the weakest of the charm in this case is still pretty good. Do I take the Death? I certainly don't want to play against Death Dealer. You never want to play against Death Dealer. I mean, it's still fine on the splash, I think. It's not even really the splash. It's just black is our lightest color. But otherwise, I could take the Death Frenzy, which is really good against Manifest. But it's a really good board wipe, actually. Death Frenzy is a really good card. Both Icy Blast and Death Dealer are cards I don't want to play against. How awkward is Death Dealer on the splash? I really don't know. I think I'm still going to play it. I do really think it's that good. Radical Mystic's a card I love. It's kind of amusing that it's even more fixing for Outpost Siege. Like, we're just inadvertently getting all of this fixing for Outpost Siege, which is just unnecessary at this point. But whatever, makes it playable. Yeah, I always take Radical Mystic. I love this card. Doesn't matter what color I'm in. Not playing green, still take. I always just snap off the Radical Mystic. I love this card. All right, Sultai Charm is likely the pick. Burn Away, at this point, pretty easily splashable, I would think, but I like the versatility of Sultai Charm more. I usually just like to play some charms when I get them. They're good. Force Away is also very good. Got it better, I think. I already have to make cuts, too, which is interesting. Well, let's cut the cancel. It seems like an easy one. What's another easy cut? While I've got some time to think about it. I still kind of want to try this Reality Shift out. I think this card could be good. Like I said, in response to their removal or to take care of their bomb threat, 2 mana removal is a welcome sight. Maybe I cut the Weave Fate now that I've got the Treasure Cruise. All right, let's take the Sultai Charm, and then I've still got to make yet another cut to be able to really easily make that card work, but we'll figure it out. All right, get the Mystic now. There's also Embodiment of Spring, though. Embodiment is good. Our curve is lower, so I may not need it. Mystic is going to work better with the Ghostfire Blade. A lot of good cards in here for us. I kind of like shifting loyalties more out of the sideboard. I like the card in general, but I think it's a better sideboard card. You see the bomb threat that you can't deal with, you bring in the shifting loyalties. So the unblockable dude versus the ramp dude that is better with Delve. I think if we had more than 3 Delve spells, it'd probably be more likely the embodiment. I'm going to take the Mystic. I've got a good feeling about it in this deck. Jeez, Riverwheel Aerialist, I love this card. I mean, there's also Hooting Mandrills, which works better, you know, with a solid Delve plan. But Riverwheel is just such a beast. Love that card. 6 mana, 4/5. I mean, straight up, I think Riverwheel Aerialist is a better card than that full Dragon Cycle. So just for that reason alone, I want to take it. It's such an excellent finisher. This deck could possibly use a couple more finishers anyway. Double right into being, by the way, leaves us at 13 creatures, something to keep in mind. I certainly wouldn't mind a second Mandrills, but I think I'm just going to take the Aerialist. Back-to-back Aerialist, really. Yeah, I mean, I really do think they're that bomb. I think at this point we probably just cut the Will of the Naga. I'd rather just have more big finishers. I kind of wish we had that. I mean, yes, granted, we're passing some fixing here, but I don't know, man. Aerialists are strong. That's really tough to deny. Kind of wish I'd had that Embodiment of Spring now. Geez, getting all of the good Sultai cards. I don't know what to do with this deck anymore. All right, got the Embodiment back. I'm going to definitely take it over everything else in here. At this point with these 6 drops, we want Embodiment hard. This deck is going to get a lot of value out of that. Icy Blast Tables. My mind is just blown right now. Yeah, I mean, we likely have enough 4-power. I don't even know if I can afford to play Icy Blast, even with all the 4-power guys. I still have to figure out what I'm doing with this deck because we have everything you could possibly want. Sandbar, do I even want it? Probably not. Could just hate a Cove from someone who makes someone's mana base slightly worse. We already have just playables we're throwing away, so why not? Force Away is a great one to have. Just getting all of these blue cards is just absolutely remarkably good. Yeah, I don't even know what to do with myself with this deck at this point. We've got to seriously consider some cuts. Another embodiment. I'm going to take another embodiment over the mana fixer. I'd rather, even though I guess we are full of playables already. It's just that embodiment works so well with Sultai. I'm taking the embodiment and more playable lands. More playables, just all the playables in the world. All right. I mean, what can I say? We have just endless playable good cards. Our mana seems pretty good. I was basically passing our splash color fixing for ramp. Do I want to do 17 lands in this deck? I mean, we are likely 4-color, but I don't even have to run any mountains. So I think our curve is high enough, though, where I could consider it. Then again, we have, I guess, double embodiment and Rattleclaw Mystic. We probably have enough ramp, and Guide's not ramp, but it's probably close enough where, jeez, so many good cards. I mean, I have the good problem to have. I do have the best problem you could ask for, which is way too many good cards. So many good cards in this deck. How many black cards do I have total? Well, I've got enough where I could probably justify playing a Death Dealer. Death Dealer gets better with 18 lands too, though. Something to keep in mind. What's the card draw we have? We have Enhanced Awareness, Treasure Cruise, and Sultai Soothsayer's kind of card draw as well. Right into Beings are. This is tough. I feel like I can get away with 17 lands, though. All right, maybe we do cut the Ascendancy. Like I said, I always feel awkward playing it, so if I always feel awkward playing it, then why not cut it? We only ended up with a couple Delve cards I'm really interested in anyway, so just makes our card quality better, and I don't think we're going to need it. I kind of don't want to cut any of my Morph guys because of the Ghostfire Blade, which I'm certainly playing. Maybe Reality Shift. I wanted to play this card. The problem is I don't need it. Double Sultai Charm, Force Away, and Reach of Shadows. Like, I could run it over Force Away. I could run it over Force Away. But Force Away works really well in Sultai, especially when you have as many 4-power guys as we do. I feel like you get that Ferocious pretty often. And draw discard is pretty good. Probably better than giving an opponent another creature. I likely have to cut some spells. Maybe the Outpost Sieges. I feel like it's still good. It's just so easy to play in this deck. All right, let's, I guess, cut the Reality Shift as much as I want to try it. What do I cut from here? Maybe I do cut the Einok Guide. I'm not playing a mountain. We have double embodiment. All right, it's not actually card advantage anyway. 2 more cuts if I want to play 17 lands, which, like I said, I still probably can pretty easily get away with that. Maybe the Death Dealer is the out-of-place card. If I'm playing 17 lands especially, I feel like I likely cut the Death Dealer. God, I'm just cutting bomb cards. I can't help it. Remember, Mandrills has Delve, so it's likely cheaper than 6 mana. It's more like a 4 or 5. It's usually, I feel like, played at 4 mana. So 3 6-drops with double ramp. Triple ramp with Rattleclaw Mystic is fine with 17 lands. Yeah, just 3 ramp spells. We should be able to pretty easily get away with 17 lands, I think. I always say that, and then I get screwed. But double embodiment, I really do think should help alleviate that problem. And we really have 15 creatures currently with the double right into being. We don't have to run any mountains, which is just beautiful. We can run very few swamps if I want. I really don't want to cut any of my creatures at all. I really do like them all. All of our creatures seem really good. Do I want to cut any of my spells, though? I admit, the Outpost Siege just seems like an easy one to cut because it's a 4th unnecessary color, but come on. Look how much fixing I have for it. How could I not play it? It's just so easy to play. It's a rare. I want to try it. I played against it. I thought it was good. I think that Dragons is kind of a sleeper good ability. I mean, granted, we don't have any token producers, but being able to defensively let your creatures die, I mean, you can get your opponent at a point of inevitability, I think. I could cut Enhanced Awareness since we already have Treasure Cruise. Yeah, I guess if I'm playing 17 lands, I can pretty comfortably do that. I could actually run the Enhanced Awareness instead of the Treasure Cruise if I'm playing 17 lands. Does that make more sense or less sense? I don't know. I think overall Treasure Cruise is stronger. I mean, you don't see Enhanced Awareness getting banned in old formats, but that might be a moot point since they got all the fetch lands and stuff. That's really what's making these Delve cards abusable. So I'm curious whether Enhanced Awareness might actually be just as good as Treasure Cruise in Limited, especially if I don't have a ton of ways to fill my yard, but I do have a pretty reasonable amount of ways to fill my yard. All right, let's cut the Enhanced Awareness. I'm going to try. I'm sticking to my instinct that Treasure Cruise is going to be better, even in this deck. Embodiment, keep in mind, Embodiment double ramps you towards Delve spells, which really makes it so phenomenally good in Sultai decks. All right, so we're going to play 17 lands. We can combine at this point and sort by color. Grand total black spells are, oops, accidentally brought a card out there. All right. And so we have these many, well, we're mostly, guess we are mostly blue and then green and then black, kind of as expected. So let's bring in our lands. No mountains, no mountains. All right, so we already have how many sources of blue? We have 4 sources of red, so we're good on that front. I'd like probably 4 sources of black, so likely 2 more swamps, and then we'll go from there. So 2 more swamps, no mountains, please. 2 swamps. We already have 2 green sources, so that's 5. We're definitely going to want more than that. 9 blue sources actually probably seems correct, but we can probably go down to 8 and then go up to 6 green sources. I think the problem is I want to consistently hit my... Yeah, I do want to consistently hit my my islands and my forests. I almost want to get it up to 7 forests, because otherwise I can't use my Embodiment of Spring ability. Maybe I do. All right. I think I'm actually doing this. I know it seems weird that I would have less black sources in my deck than red sources for 1 spell, but here's the thing. 1 swamp is really like 5 sources of black because I have double Embodiment of Spring. And I can't even use Embodiment of Spring unless I for sure hit a green source. So I really just need 8 blue, 7 green, 3 black, and 4 red. And that's 3 black, not including the embodiment. So, all right, I think this mana base is going to work, believe it or not. I do think this mana base will work just fine. At least I'm hopeful it will. Overall, I mean, it looks like a great deck. Like I said, I had the best problem you can ask for, which is way too many playables, bomb playables at that. So, I mean, I'm cutting Icy Blast and Rakshas as a Death Dealer. What is going on? I can't even explain it. All right. Running it like this. Wait, I'm short a card. I forgot one land. So, Island is the last one. Yeah, let's get 9 blue sources in there. All right. 15 seconds to go. Well, maximized my time on that one, so we'll play it like this. See you round 1.